Is there color in there?
Yeah.
Okay.
What are you looking for? Uh-oh.
So that's what I know. You gonna get on maybe later on this afternoon?
Kind of like me without my bag. Kind of lost.
Mm-hmm. I might need a ride to Ford garage.
I never put it in
My
that book.
vehicle is there getting detailed.
How's Matt this morning?
Good, I am.
If it just get cold, it wouldn't be a problem.
Yeah, that's nothing worse than letting your dogs out this time of year. Are we ready? Okay. We'll say the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes and agenda as presented.
I'll second that motion.
Motion from Derby, a second from Smith, to approve minutes and agenda. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Auditor's office will discuss drainage matters.
I don't have anything other than what is on the agenda.
So I got a phone call from Sean Helgeson yesterday
Okay.
when they were working on it. Now that private trustee one finished up. It was pointed out that there was a blowout in the other side of the ditch, which is DD1.
Okay.
And I have a picture of it. It's an old culvert coming out of a tile that just broke off. And I gave them permission to go ahead and put some dirt in there and put they had some concrete riprap they could put in there. They wanted to do it, while the weather was like it is. They were already there, so.
And are you still working on other areas of DD1 for them to do?
We have to go over it yet, but
Okay.
yeah, that'll probably start on the other end and work their way up.
Okay. Thank you.
We have the same ditch between Kingland and my place has got beavers again. So do you have the list of the trappers, or are we out of season?
Yes, I
Or
do.
okay.
All right. Anything else for drainage? We'll move on to, boy, we might have to sing the Jeopardy theme for a minute here. 9:05 a.m. informational hearing regarding DD5 main tile repair options.
This is one that was discussed earlier. Chad Norskog had taken out some trees, and to fix the actual problem, Harv gave two different estimates of different ways to fix it. I know that Harlan Nyhus called me yesterday, and he has some questions on further down where his property comes into it. He feels like there's an area there, and I guess, Matt, I don't know exactly where you're fixing to know where his is and all of that.
Is this something we can bring up on the map so we can look at it while everybody's here?
Yeah, because I kind of forget where everybody's
You can.
at.
There's a couple chairs over here, guys, if you want to see it better.
popcorn?
Right? Yes, please.
You know, popcorn machine in here wouldn't be a bad idea.
God, it wouldn't.
It's really helpful when we're all looking at the same thing.
Yeah. Who's give me a crack landowner.
Oh, here, if you want me to drive, I can just.
Yeah, it's just,
It's behind Strand's
which-
house, but it's
Which
It's
Jordan's
east, Steve,
land.
Lauren?
Lauren, yeah.
because Luane
It's
is
just on the
the
north
sister,
side
right?
of Strand's.
Okay, tell me where to go.
You need to pull up the dream map.
Yeah. Go over in your layers.
That's right behind that little yellow square.
Yeah, so right, you're really great right where you are. But we're gonna go up. Nope, not too far. And then to the right. Nope, the mouse, the physical squares,
That little yellow square. There.
right there.
But it's behind that, actually. Well, you can see the line right there.
Yeah, so that blue tile right there. So there's the man. Hi, you can come and sit by me. Yeah, but actually you just.
What if I sit back in the corner where I like to be?
Because I need you to maybe point to where you're having some issues on the map. You don't have one of those lasers.
Let me get my bearings.
So the blue square is Steve Strand. Is that his house, guys?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so does that help you?
Yep, that helps me.
Because you're over by lot 42.
Oh, I got all kinds of lots there. 36, 34, 42.
You know, other than that. So I guess what we're gonna try to discuss is where is Matt and Adam planning to fix? Where do you have issues? So do we need to add more to the estimates?
Yep.
That's where we're at.
Question I had for you,
Me personally?
yes, when we did that project,
Oh, look at you. Nice, thank you.
what size is the tile on our side of the fence? Because it was originally 22, and then we redid, 5 from there on.
Do they make 22 anymore? No, that's why we're
So
going 24.
that was,
Yeah.
our side was 22, and then we redid it. So did it go to 24?
Had to have.
Okay.
Yep.
That's what I wondered.
So you're gonna fix right in here?
Yeah.
Okay. And now, if you push this button right in the middle here, where my thumb is.
We need to
that's
budget
the
for
button. You
lasers.
can push it.
This on here?
Yep.
You have one someplace.
we've got one someplace.
I think during construction
I
it
know,
might
right?
have
It's
got
fun.
misplaced.
Thanks.
Did Mike bring it?
So,
They're gonna fix
I
right
don't
in
know,
there.
it used to be in one of those,
Yep.
I think.
Yeah.
okay, so we're gonna go from 24 to 22, to 24, back to 22, up to 24.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
So what does that mean for the tile that Matt and Adam?
Well, that's my question, the engineering kind of deep question. I would think a 22 to 24, probably fairly insignificant as far as water flow. But just the fact that there is no such thing as 22 anymore.
But the 20, everything is still working except for what they want to repair?
Well, so my question is, where did we find a problem? Where?
If you go just that way a little bit, right in there, well, it's a little bit further that way, there's no water in the tile hardly at all.
Okay,
And you start working your way east and you can't get down to the tile.
it's all
So it's 4 roots.
Right.
all through where all those trees are, that big shaded area there.
Through,
Yeah, and there's roots in the tile.
right, through the north side of the grove.
Yeah.
So we went down into the tile and we found tile flat.
Yeah.
Okay.
And with all the trees on top of it, it's just all, it was all overgrown so bad.
Right.
So
And so that's what Chad has taken out, some of that?
Oh,
we did it.
Oh, whomever,
Yeah.
yes, okay,
yeah, we took down a whole bunch of the trees back there
okay.
Is it just a path through the grove, kind of though?
that we did
Yeah,
Well,
for the most
part, the stuff on the south probably has to even have more taken out.
Yeah, but we weren't
That's-
100% sure where the tile was, you know, so we couldn't like
okay,
try to get to 50 feet or whatever.
right. And does 50 feet seem like enough even?
What type of trees are they, do you know?
There's some decent trees in there, but most of them are just.
Yeah, there's
junk
some
trees.
hardwoods, but it's,
Yeah,
look,
'cause there's some great big trees out there.
But a lot of
No willows?
scrubs. I haven't seen
mostly
one of them.
box elder and buckthorn and it's a mess. Silver maple.
So Harlan, and you were talking about lat 36, so
Well-
do they need to explore
Well,
further
see,
north?
that's my concern is because all of that stuff, where are you? Come back here. There, all of this stuff up in here is old garbage. And see, 36 comes in and dumps into the main right here on ours, feeds that. All of my surface water off of this 40, everything here goes down into 36. And until it gets out of 36, I don't get any room in the main to get rid of any of all this, clear up in here to here to Ron and Blair's. So, you know, my question is, and I don't know how this comes into the improvement, the repair, all the rules and regulations, but are we gonna come up here in 36 and find when we're gonna need to be repairing that and fixing that line that we should have done something different down here? You know? Because, you know, when we did our tile project, the reason we came clear back to the line fence was to gain the fall. To gain the cover back in here, because the peat bed was gone. Well, you got the same issue up in here now. This peat bed is gone. Is it a case of, they gave away fall when they put this thing in because they didn't need it because of the peat bed? So, that's my question and wonder is, do we need to investigate what we actually have up here in 36 before we do anything down in here? Because maybe there is some cases where we can get our fall back to make 36 work the right way. You know, I'm thinking what we need to do is we need to investigate this whole thing here and see exactly what we have all the way through here. Because we know exactly what we have all the way down here right now.
Right,
All right, well, we got an issue all up in here that's affecting down in here and still affecting back. Maybe we ought to be looking into what do we have here? What are we gonna need to do to fix this? Can we fix this before we, I don't know, what did you say the dollar number on this was, $100,000
well,
here?
there's a 56 option or a 99 option.
Okay, well, damn near 100,000. So, you know, I don't know. I think we need to be we're looking right now at the little picture, but I think we need to be looking at the big picture, and then see what we got. Maybe we just got a deal where we gotta come in here and spend some money to do that. Maybe we have to do some other things to change it to make this work. I
It
don't
can't
know.
hurt anything baby.
But
And I know
repair it.
Mark Eggestal has a petition out for lat 36. And, I think Chad Norskog was gonna look at it, but I don't believe he's had the time yet.
Well, we can dig it up on the south end and then shoot it up there like where 36 comes in and see how much fall there is.
Well, I think that makes sense to me, that, hey, let's look at, because the problem is from here all the way up to here. Okay, so let's see exactly what we have all the way here. And then,
maybe do it all as one. I mean, it's gonna be two separate projects because it's different laterals, but
right,
you could do it all at the same time.
But-
Would that be acceptable to you guys and the board as trustees?
I guess how many hoops do you have to go through if you're gonna change the grade?
You can put it to original grade. So if we look at the original maps and know the grade and where they were, you can put them down to that. You know, and if they're at the surface because of heat or whatever, you know,
Right.
you can put them back down. They're gonna come back up again eventually, but,
Got a question for you.
yes, dear.
Over by Strands over there, where we're digging right now, the problem is in there. You wanna lower that more yet?
I don't know the
That's
answer.
what I was just,
well,
Can you get any more flow by lowering that thing? You're gonna be too high on the other end.
I don't know, that's why we'd have to shoot both ends to see what,
yeah, well, and that's a possibility, because we had several spots on our farm where they gave the fall away, because they didn't need it, because the peat bed was 6 feet higher.
Yeah.
And, you know, this may be a case of, well, they gave fall away through here because they didn't need it, or,
yeah,
you know.
that's
we-
why I was, didn't know, was that an issue, if you tried? Is that an improvement then?
Cause you can't change the flow of the water.
Okay, that's the case. Strands, you can't lower that anymore, right?
Yeah.
Well, you can go to original. If it's come up a little bit, you can put it down further to original grade.
Well, we're trying to get some drainage here.
Well, I get that, but then that would be an improvement. Then we have to get an engineer and get all that, and then you're still gonna have hearings for landowners to say yay or nay if
Well,
they wanna
if you
do it.
expand this thing.
Well, like, if they threw the grade away, I mean, from the drawing, when they put the tile in. But but so if the original,
Mhm.
you could go back to the original if our grade through that point is not on the original.
Correct.
So that's not
Right?
an improvement.
I mean, I'm not.
No.
It's not an
Nope.
improvement.
No, that's a
just
repair.
That's just taking back what you,
That'd just be part of your repair.
Yep.
so,
We're sitting here right now with how much of drainage at all.
Right.
We gotta get this thing opened up so we can get some water out there and get the.
Right, because Brian-
Floods we get out there.
Yeah, Brian Knudsen was having issues. He saw his son was back there hunting or whatever, and you know, waist high water,
Right.
and he's at the end of it, right?
He's on the level lateral than I am.
Yeah.
he was on mine hunting.
Okay. Well, wherever he was, wherever it was you know waist high.
Yeah.
So fixing this was hoping to fix that. Right. So it's up to you guys, I guess, as landowners and the supervisors, as trustees, what you wanna do first and.
Guess I got a couple of questions. Now, the surface, elevation of the ground there, does it continue to go down on 36? Is that low, where's the low part?
Oh,
Beyond that,
On 36, does your water go down?
Right. all my surface water goes this way into here, has to get into 36,
That's the
and
low,
then come back. Yes,
Yeah.
this is the low spot.
right. So if you improve the drainage there, then you get rid of your surface
Yeah,
water
well,
quicker.
it would get rid of that water,
Yeah.
open that up for
Right.
more water. That's
Right.
what happened this year, was it just sat there, and it kept backing up and backing up as it rained and rained, the water back this way.
Right.
And so, that's my problem here, is getting that surface water into the system and out.
So the other question I have, is we've got tree roots close, north of Strands. Are we certain that we've got open tile everywhere south to the ditch?
Yeah, right there, it's open.
Well,
There's nothing in the, there's no water.
have you gone farther closer to the ditch? I think it'd be worthwhile just investigating to make sure there's no obstructions, you know, the rest of the way down.
There's no water down
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, I mean, if we started opening that up and then the water started going down and then couldn't get away, then we know there was something else, but that's definitely plugged up there behind the stand.
Well, and the water has been running in the inspection port and ditch all summer. Because I've been checking it every week all summer. And it's been running anywhere from 16 to 22 inches in that ditch right there.
A whole bunch of that south of there's new, or newer,
Right in here,
yeah.
yeah, through, yeah.
Well, they fixed some of that down there on, the other strand land and, on Johnson Michael, some fence line there. They had much work in there years back, I remember seeing that.
So what do you guys, as the farmers, think of what should you do?
I've got one more question I just noticed. So,
Oh, yeah.
where the main ditch, right there, it looks like the north lateral goes into lateral number 34 that deals with Harlan and me. Is there a way to have them both be separate and go have their separate outlet into the ditch?
That's wrong because the main is dumping in right here. And then R34 is coming over here.
It's by itself?
It's dumping into that hole and disappearing and then showing up in the ditch.
Yeah, well, I would rather not have them fight with one another.
Well, they're not.
Okay.
This is wrong.
Okay,
Because that main comes in and dumps in, and shoots west,
great.
and then our tile on
Didn't look
34.
like a great way to do it.
That's where you can hear it in the ground, but you can't see
Right,
it,
right,
and then
right,
all of a sudden it shows up in a pipe over here.
right, yep.
So the main doesn't dump into 34?
The main does
obviously.
not dump into
Yeah.
34.
Does 34 dump right into the ditch though?
Yeah,
Those are things that I have to get with Sue McCullough at the engineer's office, or at the assessor's office. She does this to get it to begin. Mm-hmm.
yeah. And this is wrong too, because, that's up on top of the hill right there.
So, what do you guys,
Well, I think we gotta get this opened up. You know, we got trying strands, that's one thing that sure we gotta get that. And with the
so
rest
do
of
you
it-
wanna spend the 56,000?
Well, that's another discussion I've been trying to figure out, and I talked to the guy over here about Tommy, and I'm talking about one that's got a ripple inside, and one that's flat, right?
I don't.
Yeah.
That's a question for
The
Matt.
expensive one is a flat towel inside.
They're both
Dual
wall outside.
Both
One has
sides.
like two gaskets in it to keep out roots.
So what's
And it's a
really,
harder tile.
why do we spend that much more money? Won't one work or won't it?
It'll work, but as long as somebody maintains the
Trees.
trees.
The roots, can the roots get in those joints?
Sooner or later,
Oh,
The
yeah.
single?
Yep.
Okay.
the other one's more almost like a sewer pipe.
What's the cost difference between a regular tile and this tile?
Almost twice as long.
Yeah. Double.
Twice, alright? So we're talking $25,000 difference?
Yeah, it was 56 to 99.
Okay, another question, how many acres are we talking there? Who's all paying, how many acres, 2,200 acres? That's all that?
I don't know the acreage.
Should show them there.
I was told one time it's 2,200 acres.
Ditch stuff and soup.
Are we done with the map? Let's turn on the
I
light.
wonder if they extended the ditch at one
Yeah.
time.
I think so.
2,200 acres, you ain't truth with that?
That seems a little
Never
steep.
mind.
I don't know.
You wanna
the
use this
exact acreage.
table,
I can pull
Scott?
that from our report. But here
Probably
is
a moot point.
56,000.
Probably somewhere in the records they extended it.
Most of these are
So
drawn
here you
according
can't
to
put an
the
average either, can you? 'Cause everybody
There's
pays
no
different.
average,
So
no,
maybe
there's
just-
no average. Like on the 56, you're gonna pay close to, $2,900. Yep. On the 100,000, you're gonna pay 51. So I have those estimates for everyone who's in it.
Yeah.
I don't wanna tell you.
So Chris,
Well,
Right, let me know when it's like, you either know.
here's what I'm saying.
is what was planned after this discussion still what's the best move, whether it's the 99 or the 56?
That's why we came today, was to get the landowners opinions on what they wanted to do. And then Harlan was
Right.
talking about lat 36
Right, so they're talking about, so that number that you're sharing,
is just the main tile.
yeah,
That's just
so
if there was
just
the main
so
tile
everybody
fixed. Yes.
knows that
If we
part
go
of it.
to 36, that's a whole nother
It's a whole nother
different
thing.
people and whatever who pay into that and whatever they might have for an estimate.
Yes.
Which,
Yes.
what we're gonna do
That's
here
not
is gonna,
included.
can't hurt that, cause we gotta get it opened up, cause it's got nowhere
And
to
we do
go.
already have a petition for lat 36
Yeah.
to check that out.
Yeah.
So it just hasn't gotten to it yet. Nobody's gotten to it yet. It's just been a little bit of weather and then winter and.
So, I mean, this project's gonna go forward no matter what. We just have to decide which tile we're gonna use.
Right,
Well,
that-
if that's
And,
what they
and if
want
the
to
trees are maintained, we can go with the cheaper option. If the trees are not maintained and you don't wanna take the risk of them not being maintained, then we gotta go with the expensive tile.
Well,
And
then
that's
you-
not a guarantee either if you have willows.
Right, and then if that person, you know, who owns it now, if they pass away, if a new owner does take care of it, so you've done the 56, then you just wait and see how many decades before you need a new tile. So that's why it was left.
Yep.
Let them spend their own money.
Alright, so what is exactly the cheaper tile?
The 56,
Yes,
the dual wall.
But
And how many feet? I don't recall right this
It was
second.
around
1,000 feet of
Non-perf,
dual roll non-perf.
yep.
I still have a little trouble with the single.
You can't put single wall in the main.
Slows the water down.
Yeah, it slows the water down, plus it might crush over time, it's not sturdy.
It's not thick like the other is, right?
Right.
Well, that makes sense.
So the big
That's like 12
machinery
foot.
that we have
Yeah,
now
yeah,
just
makes sense.
ruins single wall.
Yep.
And the big fertilizer spreaders from the elevator, you know, they're just too heavy for,
I understand.
So do you guys think that we should go forward with the 56 and also check out lat 36?
Well, we need to check out lat 36. My only concern is if we're going in and we're doing something here, that we come back and we find out later, oh crap, we could've got 6 inches more back there that they threw away 100 years ago.
Well, and that's
Without-
something that they can look at to see the
Well-
originals put, but
That-
then,
How deep is it at the upper end where you guys are?
Probably like 12 foot.
Okay, so like from there,
I'll put everything down to the tile can one because it's plugged, so water just fills up the hole.
yeah, I was saying you got a lot of depth. Does it get real shallow as you get up into the low ground at the top?
I'm guessing up in 30.
I mean, they're gonna dug that far.
Sure, but just
I'm
guessing.
sure it's shallow.
If I remember from the original out in that, the French, in the original out in that heat bed in 36, there was only like 4 feet covered. And who knows what it is now.
Sure. I guess my only thought is you still have another, whatever, 1,000 or 2,000 feet before you get up that far. And if for some reason in the future they could upsize the tile and flatten it, but still keep the same flow coefficient, they have allowed that in repairs also.
Yeah, as long as you don't change the drainage
I
coefficient,
think
it's,
That's
part
true.
of
Good
what they
point,
did
Scott.
on our west end,
Yeah,
was they flattened the grade a little bit to fix up in the other end,
yeah.
I think.
So, you know, maybe wouldn't handicap you entirely if you just replaced it at whatever grade it is right now.
Just upsize the tile.
And flatten it to gain some grade later if that's what shows up to be a need.
I think we could check it just to make sure. They can check it. Figure out ways.
Can you guys shoot things that are quarter, half mile apart okay, or what do you got?
Quarter mile.
If you got something farther away, we can come out and shoot it with GPS
I
or
was gonna
something.
say, we can set up our GPS to it.
Okay.
But yeah, it'd be better if you did.
Then I don't have to call you for the data.
Oh, yeah, then we don't have to be the ones
Yeah, we
that
can just
say,
dig it
oh,
up
we
whenever
didn't
you
do
go.
that right.
okay, so they have another 9:30. What do you guys think? What are we ending with today?
What prerogatives do we have with, as landowners in the district to keep a clear over top. What prerogative do I, as a landowner in a drainage district, have, or right do I have to keep the ground clear over a tile? Can I go in and clean it out if it's growing up in there?
Can you maintain the
Oh.
trees
Can
on
I
the
go in and
surface?
cut them trees out, they just grow up?
Sure. Are they your trees?
No.
You're saying-
No, okay, what right does he have to go on someone else's land and clear their trees? Yep,
Gotcha,
yep.
okay. I would ask their permission,
Okay.
yes.
But if they're.
But I'm sure they would love it, because
Well,
then that helps them at the
Because what
end.
I'm thinking is, it's $14,000, for me to go for the next 30 years to go keep those trees off of that.
Mhm,
I'll do that for the next 30 years to save 14,000.
mhm. Okay,
No problem. with
I would
me.
say if you and the landowner don't get along, for instance, if it's new owners or whoever,
Right,
you could always have the district
well, and
give permission to somebody to enter upon the
Right.
easement and clear the
Yeah.
trees.
right. If you wanted to take
Just
extra
like
trees
they're
out.
doing right now fixing it, right?
Right.
The landowner doesn't need to give them permission.
But there is a distance limitation.
Right, so if you wanted to go outside of the district right away,
oh, yeah,
that's you and the landowner.
right.
If you
yeah,
felt like you wanted to take out more,
Yeah.
because you were just having nothing else to do.
It was
Just want to cut
you-
trees.
just a party.
Yeah.
Right.
So Eric, what do you think?
Oh, I definitely think the improvements need to be made, but I would like to do the research up into 36, just to see if there can be some grade, some depth.
So we'll do the 56,000 now to get that?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
$56,000 now, and also we're gonna have them check out 36 and get with secondary roads and they'll shoot it and all that.
56,000, what now?
For just on the main tile, fixing the main tile.
10,000 feet?
Yes,
You're gonna go to 56 instead of the 90?
yes.
I think that if the trees are cut and maintained, then it's not a problem, in my opinion.
You also
It
have
would
some
be your
depth that
children
might help.
that would have to
Yeah,
actually
but
fix it again.
Yeah.
You know.
So, man, it'll take a long time for the rest to get in there.
Well, like you say, if you get the roofs done, you got it made.
So,
You guys look up the original grade before on the project like this, or, you know, if, for instance, this is at twice the grade that the plans show,
Oh,
deepen it and have kind of a
we haven't really had any of those.
gooseneck at the top end or something.
We haven't had-
You just dig it out as it is, and,
When I worked at the county, you know, we did a few some improvements.
yeah. But I mean, like, if you're gonna replace 1,000 feet here, would you just dig it up as it is and replace it as it is? Like, we could look up the grade, and if it benefits, we could tighten up the grade.
Yeah, I think if we're gonna do it, just so we'll get as much depth as you
And
can.
we just give you the number and
Yeah.
shoot it, see how you're gonna end up on the other end, and if it's worse, then do what was there, but if it's better,
Yeah.
put it on a better grade and have a little bit of a,
Yeah, we can dig that up first. There's no water out there right now, I don't think.
yeah, we take a shot top and bottom and see, do a little math.
Hopefully we can get down to it. That'd be the only issue, is that there's, it could be backed up, there's still, you know, underground.
Yeah,
Well, 36 is still sitting with water
It is.
in the intake. I got an intake in the fence,
Yep, so I see.
36.
Yeah, I get it, gotcha.
And the water's sitting in the bottom of the tile. And see, when they came through and did that tile before, they hooked on and they put some new pipe, 36 going. I think they went across Twin Oaks. I don't know if they went into that Wilbur farm, but they went a little ways because the clay tiles were there with garbage. So it has been replaced, but like I say, the water's still sitting in the bottom of the intake at the top. So the only way the water moves out of 36 is that there's enough head pressure to shove it into 5.
and I also had a letter from Tony Oaks that she wants to do the 56 option also. And Brian Knudsen didn't care either way, so. Just,
Yeah, that would be the only thing about investigating if we can't get into it.
yeah, is there any intakes within 500 feet of the,
Sure, this haven't really went far.
He's good.
so are you the guys talking about lat 36 now?
Well, just investigating the whole thing,
Oh, gotcha.
see if you can gain anything.
Of going back to the original grade or whatever.
you don't wanna try to dig up that brand if it's gonna explode on you.
Yeah, well, we just won't wait till we get down to it.
Yeah.
And we'll know right away.
You don't have a 12-foot pro.
Unless there's intake
is the only intake is on your fence line of 36, right? That's the only
Yes.
intake.
Yes.
So Chris, everybody has seen that list with the dollar amounts.
Yes, that's here. Yep.
Everyone's seen it.
And a couple of people have called to see what their estimate was based on my letter.
Okay,
Mhm.
so I just have to interject. Harlan's not gonna be here forever to keep those trees down. You know, do you wanna have more of that discussion, even though he's offered to keep the trees down for 30 years?
I can guarantee you it'd be another 70 years as long as my son doesn't go before me.
There you go. It's a pretty good guarantee.
Well, you've
So, the
always
option
got
is-
going for you the fact that only the good die young, so.
So the option would be then for, item number 4 on the agenda to approve the repair option. You're saying the option of $56,000 repair for this issue today.
And the investigation
Right,
of the
Right.
grade issue.
so then
Okay,
however you wanna end that.
is that acceptable to everybody? Yeah, okay. I'll make the motion.
I'll second it.
Motion Smith and second from Derby to, approve the repair option of DD5 main tile with the $56,000 bid with the investigation of, the grade of the main tile. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Okay,
Thanks you guys very much for coming in, I appreciate it.
yep.
Thanks you guys very much.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
All right. 9:39 a.m. Secondary Road Department to discuss with possible action adding Columbus Day to their bargaining agreement.
Oh, you called me up already.
Just now.
I'm Shane Rocco with the Winnebago County Workmen's Association. And we heard, or through emails and things, that the courthouse got a new holiday. And we would like that to be added to ours list as well on the contract.
Columbus Day.
Yeah, sorry, Columbus Day.
So how does that work with any of our negotiations then?
So you have to agree to open up the
Contract?
contract just for that, and then you can yes or no and close the contract.
Well, here a few years ago, we took some away from secondary roads because everybody else didn't have it. And, now it's the other way around, so we either gotta take it away from everybody or give it to secondary roads, I would think, to be fair.
Otherwise, are they in line with all the other holidays, or?
They're exactly the same.
I believe so.
I think so. That's the way I remember it.
When is Columbus Day?
October. There's a bit of nuance, the same number of holidays, but they do swap President's Day for a day by the 4th of July in favor of the county. And for
I knew there was a difference
Yeah.
somewhere there, yeah.
Same number.
This would make the same number then?
Right, one was added to courthouse holidays, so now they're one behind. Unless it's reflected for them as well. I'll say it puts us in a little bit of an awkward position with half of our staff, not half, but the office staff being
Off.
following, being on
And the
for that
others
day.
not,
And
yeah.
If them guys are gone, if we have an issue, who do we call?
The sheriff's office would be the same way too for the deputies, that's what I did before.
Well, I I thought you guys knew everything anyway. Who needs them guys on the upper level? Yeah.
So because there's the contract, the action would be to vote to open up the contract? Or can it be all one process?
Just to vote to add the holiday.
Okay,
But we would do it during negotiations.
You
no,
can do it now if you
No,
want.
I would.
Oh,
that's what I was questioning,
I see.
do you have to open it up, or it can be all one process to open it up, insert the Columbus Day, and,
When we okayed that, I just assumed it, I never thought about it not being in their contract or whatever, otherwise I'd have said something then that we should probably extend it everywhere.
So Carla, is that a new one that we haven't had on there
Yeah.
So it's new?
Yep.
So we should have anticipated that, this.
And the sheriff's office will do the same.
well, we can act on this one, we'll have to bring that one up on an agenda item later.
I didn't know if you wanted, since they're on the agenda, we could
Well,
Sneak in?
Well.
sneak in with it.
No piggybacking.
Okay.
I mean, it just have to be on the next agenda.
That's fine.
Well, I'm not sure we want to give it to you guys.
That's fine. I'm not worried.
Why can't we all just get along? Well, I guess I'd make a motion to open up the secondary road contract with the workers and insert the Columbus Day holiday to match the other departments that have received it,
I'll
You can
second.
close it.
and then close it again, yeah.
I'll second.
Motion Derby and second from Smith to open up the secondary roads contract to extend the Columbus Day holiday to them also. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
And then put it on the agenda for next week to open up the sheriff's contract to extend the same to them.
Would it be sheriffs and is dispatchers in that too?
Communications, they're separate also.
Okay,
Yeah.
Deputies and the jailers.
Yeah.
And you might as well put the dispatch one on there, and then I'll just make sure we're open to it.
and I'm not sure how that works, cause you got E911 board.
I don't know if they answered you guys or the other.
That's just it. How's that work? We're part of the negotiations there.
You're the one who does the contract.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's up to you.
Okay.
It's
Bring them with and then we can talk about it.
So it's all on how she words it, I guess,
Mhm.
for the agenda.
I'll make sure that it includes both.
All right.
So will I need to sign anything, our group, to make this, or since it's going into the contract, we don't need to sign nothing?
I'll just add it to the minutes, and then if you want to print out the minutes, you can just attach it to your contract.
That'll be after next Tuesday. It'll be available.
I'll try and help you with that.
And then is it just gonna be stamped, is that just a stamped approved then, when that comes through?
Or signed,
is it-
signed on,
Signature line or something?
I won't do anything different with it until we open the contract, until the
Until then.
contract is done.
So-
Or,
so it'll just be attached to last contract,
yep,
and
mhm.
it'll,
yeah.
The next
Won't
one
be
will,
anything to sign
it'll be in it
or-
already.
So then this upcoming Columbus Day, we will get that on.
Mhm. All right.
I guess,
No.
until next week.
Yeah.
Next meeting.
Well, thank you, guys.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Go back to number 5, Scott Minders, engineer, will discuss secondary road matters.
I'll give you an update on our hiring process. We, applications closed on Friday, and we have a couple of interviews set up. And hopefully probably have a decision by possibly the end of the week, more likely middle of next. Filling the position in Buffalo Center.
How many applicants did you have? You choose
Think
from your
it's-
old pool?
Over 20
Wow.
with about half the timeline.
They must have heard about the Columbus holiday.
They must
Yeah,
have.
yeah.
I'm really.
That was a
surprised
deal
at
maker
how
there.
many we got. Sometimes in Buffalo specifically, we'll get a pretty low number, but we got a significant number and not a lot of overlap with October.
Really?
We'll find somebody
Mhm.
good out of this pool. About all I have for updates. Good on the maintenance.
Pretty quiet. Weather's been nice.
Steering clear of them weekend blizzards.
Seems like that's one time it snows.
Yeah, I know it.
We did have to go out a little bit Saturday morning and Saturday evening.
The blacktop's got a little sketchy. I was trying to pull my trailer home from south of the Winnebago church, and that blacktop was pretty sketchy.
Yeah, there wasn't much we could do.
It was blowing hard.
There's not enough on
No,
there.
you couldn't
Yeah.
do anything with it, but
Yeah, it just is what it is. It's,
We scratched them and got them as thin as we could on Saturday, late afternoon, and then the wind took the rest of it off, so.
I should have just taken gravel, so it would have been a lot simpler.
all right, anything else for secondary roads? And if not, we'll move on to open forum.
Any update on budget schedule?
There's a budget posted, I haven't sent it out yet. There's only so much time in the day.
Thank you.
I don't have anything else for open forum.
Everybody okay?
It's snuck up on you.
Yeah, boy.
So what changes were made on the credit card policy then?
You are the only participant.
The one that it talks about late fees, and then, I think that's pretty much it. The only other thing that I took out, which we can put back in if you want, is meals. And that's because we're having issues with people putting meals on the credit card, then the tax goes on there, and then they have to write a check to Visa. And people don't wanna write checks. So then my office is having to write the checks to pay for people's visas, but they'll bring in cash and say, here, you know, here's the cash. Well, it costs us to write checks too, so, we have taking the meals off of there so that you can pay with your own credit card and just get reimbursed.
For
Just
the amount without
the
tax.
Yep.
Well, I've never turned in a receipt for a meal, cause I figured I was gonna eat anyway.
So this will be stamped after we approve it?
I think there's a signature line.
There is a signature.
No, that's just for if they're gonna utilize it.
Oh, then yes.
And
I
the-
will
and
take
the-
a stamp, please.
And the change to the late fee states what?
That if you turn it in late, you have to pay it.
Pay the late fee.
The reason it wasn't in there in the first place was because the credit card didn't used to charge late fees. They would work with us but now they've made it so you have to, if you turn it in late, you have to pay the late fee. So the credit card policy reflects the way we
Sorry.
have actually done things.
Alright. Did we,
So if you approve that, we'll send these out to everyone who has a credit card and have them resend the new policy.
there was nothing for open forum other than signing that?
Correct.
Alright. So we're up to number 8, consider for approval updated credit card policy. Everybody okay with the updated credit card policy?
I'm fine with that.
Alright,
I'll make a motion to approve the updated, credit card policy.
I'll second.
motion by Derby, second from Smith, to approve the updated credit card policy. All in favor say aye. Aye.
I mean, it's how we've been doing business anyway. Yeah.
Correct.
How many credit cards are there out?
I don't know that answer off the top of my head.
Consider for
Find out
approval.
when you get them all signed.
Yeah,
yes,
there you
Then
go.
you'll know.
Yeah, on your mail, yeah. Consider for approval sheriff's quarterly report.
I'll make a motion to approve the quarterly report from the sheriff.
I'll second it.
Motion from Smith and second from Derby to approve the sheriff's quarterly report. All in favor say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Consider for approval county claims.
I'll make the motion to approve the county claims.
I'll second it.
Motion from Smith and second from Derby to approve the county claims. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Have a good day, gentlemen.
We've got a transfer here that wasn't on the agenda.
Oh, that's next week, sorry.
Okay, so we'll just,
Put it in our pile.
we got stamped, but we'll just have to restamp it.
We'll put a new date on it next week.
I'm a little punchy with my documents.
I could try and control those urges in the future.
Oh, yeah, I took that one.
Consider for approval payroll claims.
There's one in here for the jail. That looks like it was approved last week. Signed from last week.
Is there an update on it or something?
Yeah,
That? Okay, so just reapprove it?
Yep.
Is this a received?
yeah.
Sorry. a meeting at all this afternoon? Are we sticking around for any? No, okay. Tomorrow,
Somebody else had a meeting this afternoon.
okay, tomorrow.
I got a
will be
meeting this
8.
afternoon.
You did? Okay. So tomorrow, 8 o'clock, and then
Till noon.
till noon, yep, and then I'll put the rest of the schedule together and get it out to you. I tried to print it, but it's not printing.
Sorry. I'm relearning this job, you know.
What's that? So tomorrow I have the county attorney, secondary roads, conservation, sheriff, recorder, zoning, Winworth Betco, and miscellaneous.
Did you say secondary road?
Must have got distracted. Is that where the question came in, somewhere in there? When you asked her about the stamp from last week?
Where it was jail.
Oh, okay. I missed one too.
Sorry. I must have really stuck together this time.
So when we're stamping, like, this is attached to the payroll, does that have to be stamped too? It's just her reimbursement.
For the
Yeah.
phone.
Well, this
Yeah,
is-
that one had
yeah.
a meal
No, this
ticket
one
in it
was
too.
all on-call stuff.
I thought, yeah, I think so.
Okay, because there's another one that didn't get stamped, so maybe we'll.
It's in that pile,
Oh,
I believe.
yeah, probably. This one. Oh, that one's got it.
Cause I was looking at it, trying to decide whether it should have been stamped or not.
I just relearned my job, guys.
Actually, I think there's, is that also a receipt that needs to be stamped?
Well,
I didn't
that's a
know.
receipt. Does the receipt have to be stamped if it's in, is it in part of the previous page?
No, we'll stamp it paid, but it doesn't need to be paid approved. I mean, you can if you want.
Well, to me, this is part of that previous one
Yeah.
for reimbursement of meal.
Either way, we'll mark it paid, so that it's marked somehow.
Yeah, well, I mean, this one's on there too, I guess. I don't remember ever stamping them before, so it's probably, because it's usually on the
Well, they do know
previous
that
page.
You are the professional, Bill. So,
Well, I'm quite possibly the smartest man sitting in this chair, and you can't deny it, so.
I'll make a motion to approve the payroll claims.
I'll second.
Motion Derby and a second from Smith to approve the payroll claims. All in favor, say aye.
I have to apologize. I left my list for the boards and committees, but I I did do my homework.
Okay,
and I am in the same,
so the first place I have Susan is Mark Anderson.
I did not, I have to get his number from
Chris,
Chris, because I could not get his number from anybody.
okay.
But the other one, Cheryl Bell,
Oh, what committee was that?
that's it, appointing the assessor, was it?
yes,
Or, can't remember if
yeah,
that's the one.
assessor appointment,
Examining board,
examining board, yes.
okay. Steve Hasselbrook, did anybody talk to him about that?
No, I
You
didn't
haven't
think
seen
of, the two I had to talk to until last night when I looked at the agenda.
Okay, so you have Steve and Dan,
You don't have Anderson's phone number.
Dan
Yagi,
Yegi for
examining board.
examining board, and then wasn't there something for, was it Steve Hasselbrook or?
Yeah, Steve
Oh,
Hasselbrook.
It might have been
Dan
eminent
Yagi.
domain too, because you were talking Mike Swenson.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No, the one at the lumberyard too, could replace Lyle.
I talked
Yeah.
to Lyle and told him he was off. He couldn't remember that he was on,
Was that right?
you know,
Yeah.
because they never meet.
Yeah.
I have not done the replacement for Don Helgeson, because I've been playing tag with the one I was gonna talk to. Yeah. And, but I did get for the transportation policy,
Okay,
for right now, it's Marcia Tweeten.
okay,
And then when the city gets a city administrator hired, then that person will be attending the meetings. So it's kind of by position with the city. She'll just fill in for now. She'll be the alternate.
okay. What else? So basically, we're kind of still the same. So I'll put it on next week.
Yeah.
Okay,
I just couldn't get his number from anybody, and I should have just pulled into his place, but I hate to pull in unannounced.
let me see.
Is that all for the boards and committees then?
I think so.
Okay.
I'll just put it on again next week and then we'll go from there.
Carla, we had, at least I did, had my books back here. Did they get moved during?
I thought we took them home, didn't we? Weren't we? Because when they pulled everything
Are
out,
they-
I thought we.
Are they in that cabinet over there?
Oh, I could look there.
That's your old one, or?
Seems like I stuffed some stuff in there once.
Oh, look.
Oh, conservation, that was the other thing I was gonna tell you about conservation. So we can appoint an ex officio, or we can appoint a person from our board to be on there. The caveat is if they're on the conservation board, they can't vote on anything conservation at this meeting. So,
You're just there as a observer.
I would say like an ex officio, if you want.
Do we wanna vote somebody official or just,
We were just wanting to talk about which is gonna be the most effective way to get information back here, right?
Mhm.
So, I guess I hadn't thought about it until now, so whatever we wanna have discussion about it, we
I
can.
think having an ex officio board member is a good way to handle it. That way, when you guys are all off the board, there's still someone that has to be there.
Hmm. Yeah, that's one way to look at it. Let's get Terry's input on it and then we can figure it out.
Well, sounds like the best way to do it is the second way. That way there's always gonna be somebody on it.
It's just like all the other boards that we sit on. It's just a way to get information back.
And it's closer.
Yep. Maybe in here. I'm gonna recycle some things.
That might be the landfill recycle though. It seems like the more garbage ends up in that than recycle.
If I took the class, then I don't have to keep this pamphlet on open meetings, right?
You should probably give it to Bill, who needs it.
It's because I disagree with their open meetings law.
Did you take the class? That online class.
You took it?
I did,
Good job.
yeah. This one, that's Terry's.
Doesn't matter what we talk about in
Terry
private.
gets the parliamentary procedure and you get the meetings one. Or do we have copies? I'd like the one that had all my notes on it from last year's budget. Do you think we took them all?
I thought so, because when we did the stuff, I said, I don't know where this stuff will end up if you don't take it home.
Right.
Sometimes when it gets to my house, it might have been better off here.
Could be.
This one might be mine. Leave those there for people to look at.
They're all here then.
I'm throwing things away that aren't. I like to keep the drainage thing. I'll keep those for my class.
So what did you decide about conservation then?
We're waiting for you to have input.
So you can add an ex officio
Mhm.
and, so I've been through this before on parliamentary procedure that we had a battle in our church where we had an ex officio, and according to Robert's rules, it doesn't say they can't vote. So is this a voting ex officio or is this a non-voting ex officio?
You tell me. I've been on committees where things were done in both ways, so.
Yeah, yeah, but I think this is the time to define it.
Mhm.
I think to make it worth the while, it'd be ex officio by appointment of the board, you know, from a supervisor's position. And then make it a voting one. It just adds one to the, I don't know if that changes their quorum, probably. So you have 5 now.
Conservation.
Now, if you add another voting position, it changes the quorum.
You have to be one more than
Yeah,
half.
There's 5 now.
So that they'll have to have 4 there to make a quorum.
And they'll have to have 4 there to make sure they outvote you, right?
So that's where it would be.
Well, there's nothing I like better than being put on advisory committees. So if you're gonna be there, you just as well have some input in the vote, is my opinion.
But they'll have to be aware of the changing quorum then. And we'll put Susan on that then.
I didn't hear too much grumping, so if we hurry up, we can, that was your motion, and I'll second it
Well,
quick.
they'll all be approved together. This must be mine. Oh, looks like my numbers,
Yeah, if it looks like your handwriting.
or my attempt. That looks like maybe yours.
That's not my money, right hand right in there.
It's not?
Nope.
Is that hers?
Must be.
Maybe it is.
It's too fancy for mine.
Wow, I think I'm a little bit of everything.
This is from last year, I don't know. But this one. So what's all this?
I don't know, I'm trying to, I'm setting it out, it must be yours or Bill's. We had a remodel, a big remodel in here, and
That's
things
all
came
mine.
down.
Is it yours?
I think that's mine, isn't it?
Yeah, that's not much, not my
Things got kinda shoved in corners, didn't they?
I bring my old ones with me, so I can look back.
Yeah. That's not my writing either.
Well, that's printed
That's-
in,
Yeah, that's printed.
There we go.
Somebody else.
that's mine,
That's yours too?
like that,
Do you wanna start at 8 on Thursday too, or no?
fine with me.
That's fine.
Really? So early in the morning.
Is that yours?
Well, Cindy,
Yes, that looks more like my writing there.
Now we know who some
So we're
of this
doing
stuff is.
Yeah.
All three of the next days, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday,
Friday.
all of them at 8.
No, Friday will be,
I can try to get here by,
I would say 10, because she said, or, you know, do you wanna do 10, or do you wanna do 9:30?
9:30 I'll be home.
9:30?
When?
I can bug out Friday.
On Friday?
Oh, you got
I've got public health.
public health.
Okay, so we're meeting,
Tomorrow and Thursday at 8 and.
oh, we are
9:30.
meeting Thursday? I didn't know we were meeting Thursday.
You wanna not meet Thursday and just meet Friday?
That's what I was
Can we
wondering.
go longer
Yep.
if we have to?
Make it worth our while to be here.
Let me get this, everybody fed into the schedule, and then I'll tell you what we need.
I don't know how much of this we want to keep from last year.
You don't want the 2008, 2009.
We've got it in our office,
That's what I figured. You don't want it.
These in the drawer.
I'll just put it in here. Must be for
So this must have been the last possible eminent domain
That
that
was-
actually
went on?
didn't actually go to fruition.
Okay.
I knew there was one.
Is there any reason to keep it for files? An eminent domain report,
Well, eminent domain detailed appraisal,
appraisal report.
but it never happened, did it? I think we came to an agreement.
Well, I don't even remember it.
I remember hearing before I got on the board that there was one.
These here are just, must be somebody's leftovers from
Yeah, they're just, I think they can just go.
recycling or trash, one or the other.
That's an old one.
Two 2008 and 2007.
What do we do with something like this?
There's 3 more down here.
What's it say on it?
It's from 25 years ago. Engineering Achievement Award.
Sure.
Not sure what it's for.
Those things used to hang on the wall, I think, somewhere, didn't they?
Probably did, it just got shoved in there.
I thought they were like up in the corner or something like
You
that.
can look at it if you want. Harley, do you need a bunch of folders, or do you want me to just keep them in here? Binders?
Yeah, we'll take them. I gotta have something to put your next, budget stuff in.
Yeah.
This would be good to have handy. This is that ballot that put the hotel motel on.
Oh,
It's actually for Worth County. Or was this, no, this is ours. Tackle ballot.
Robert Paulson.
I'm trying to figure out what this is. Constitution, expenditure limitation. From 26 years ago, 27 years ago. Property tax relief. Local sales and service tax, so that local option sales tax. There was a constitutional amendment, a public measure for local option sales tax. For the unincorporated area, yeah. Let's play with this.
Alright. This is all drainage things that we might wanna pull out sometime, so I'm just gonna put it back in here.
For what? There's strange
Just
reports.
different
Probably,
reports on
probably
districts.
Mike said he left here.
Yeah, it's probably Mike's, cause I always take mine home.
Yeah, I got a pile of them at home.
I'm just gonna leave them in here, cause I don't wanna get rid of them, I might want them.
So that's your file drawer.
It is not.
Whoever's sitting over there gets that drawer.
Oh, now you tell me.
Yeah. Well, I didn't wanna tell you when I was in the middle, cause then I was using
I have no
under cover
trouble.
of darkness.
Which one did you think was my handwriting?
Those are mine,
Oh, this is yours?
yeah. I put,
Must be this one then. Well, it's kinda good.
This one's been in there since 2007-8. It's a fair
audit report.
budget or audit report. Oh, man, look at that here.
I don't know if that's yours.
That's not mine, right? I don't remember using any red. 25.
Anybody have any post-it
Construction,
notes or
maintenance,
anything in
yeah.
that direction? Are there any post-it notes or anything in there?
Notes in there.
I don't think so.
Scratch paper or anything?
Well, there's probably, the, jury
Oh, the jury thing. That's perfect. Thank you.
needs to clip it too,
Right here.
or just put it inside the sleeve.
Okay, tomorrow at 8, and then Friday at 9:30.
Okay.
And not Thursday?
Not Thursday.
And 9:30 on Friday?
You want room for those back here, Terry, or you taking them out?
Oh, let me look at which ones they are and I'll probably pare it down.
Business cards of people that are probably not even alive anymore.
This can all go in the file too.
You are the only participant.
Are you gonna adjourn? Or do you want to?
We stand adjourned.
There you go, you recycle.
Hey, this printer down here is not working still?